What's up, guys? We're back. Sorry that we were out last week. We had a couple of things going on, but we are in your feed this week. Welcome to the Stylist League Creative live stream, where every week we bring you some 3D goodness. This week is going to be a continuation of Bradley's his Frankenstein, continuing that scary monster motif. So let's go ahead and hop into the show.
It's the Stylist League. Mike and B pitching the pen, making pictures ascend to the highest ring. The league. Raul running the scheme. Tune into the program and why receive. Yeah, we dropping these seeds. Art over everything. Drive the dream.
I hate you.
I
hate you.
Back and forth. What's up, Bradley? How you doing, man?
Hey, what's up? Hey, I'm gonna quickly address. Mike is around, but he's not around, but he's around. I can't wait for you guys to see what Mike has been working on, like excruciatingly hard the last few months. He will be back with us next month, November. So that's is that next week?
That's next week. Yeah,
that's next week.
Yeah, that's next week.
So you gotta kind of tolerate me for a little bit longer. Hopefully you like me, because I like you, and we all like each other, and we get to make stuff. But how you doing, Raul?
The views say otherwise. All right.
I don't care about that. I don't care about that. All right. I don't care about that.
Yeah, no worries. Look, man.
I don't do this for the views. I do this so I don't go crazy.
That's true. And this week was your birthday week, right? Happy birthday!
Yes, thank you. I turned.
You go ahead.
40. 40. 40. But 21. I still look young. Young.
Yeah. What is it? The little beard colors really do wonders.
But thank you. I had a great, somewhat relaxing birthday week. My wife did some nice things for me and spent some time with the kids. But I did a lot of learning and 3D stuff all week, which I like, not having to go into work and be able to lock in my lovely man cave for a week and be asked very little things to do was amazing.
Did you open a window?
Wife.
Have you touched grass?
Have I touched grass?
Have you been outside?
So funny story. I went to a 40s old midlife crisis. I went to a midlife launch of Spider-Man 2, and
at a GameStop.
At a GameStop, at a store,
physical location,
a physical store. I relive my young days. I'm rolling up there in a nice hoodie, my Stylist League hat, and my very nice 2016 Corvette Z06. All right, I get my game. I cool walk I'm the coolest one. I cool walk to the car. Battery died and my car wouldn't start.
What? Dude, are you serious?
Battery, I was in the parking lot till 1 a.m. until I got a jump because I don't drive the car in the car because of the cold weather, and it just died. So I'm the coolest. Man, I'm in a sports car, okay? I'm in my Corvette, and it won't start.
Turn up. Yeah,
I'm I was that cool kid that got dressed for the prom, and then it just it was horrible. It was horrible.
Serves you right. Try to be that guy. Roll it up. Well, I'm glad you made it home safe.
I did.
And I know that you've been enjoying it. I'm actually going to show what you've been working on this week. I'm going to bring it up on my screen, similar to the last time. Oh, wait, what do we got going on? What is this range?
So pause it. So I would go back. So a couple tedious things our goal is to probably release the Snyder cut of this on our channel. But what I did was I wanted to show a little bit of retopology, which I did 2 forms of. I did a Z-wrap on this guy for anyone who are interested in using Z-wrap or how to apply that to a model. I also experimented this week with a iPad app for retopologizing colleague called Cozy Blanket, which I absolutely love. Cozy Blanket. Nothing like sitting on the sofa making topology. It was awesome. And I did some Xgen in this as well. I do like I've learned with some between working with some colleagues at work and finding something that works well for me and making some guides for Xgen. That's in the video. And what I'm going to do tonight is that between quick highlights, so I'm going to go to my screen. If we get a little time, I have some Unreal going on here. If we're going to do a little, if I will do some Unreal rendering, I have my Maya scene with my, if just in case anyone like has any questions on any of this, but this is my groom for Maya. And if anyone's interested on where I ended with the ZBrush sculpt, this is it here. And so this is where this guy ended up sculpt wise. I think it came out decent.
I think so too.
Got all the nice high frequency detail, and also I have that process in the video that I'm gonna show that Raul's gonna play. And of course, my biggest thing I'm doing today is substance painting.
All right. I mean, it's a lot. This video that Bradley recorded this week for us to kind of just play, and I'll just play a little bit of it here as we're going through, is legit 3 hours long. It's a 3 hour long video.
That's the edited version too. You know, retopologizing, once you've seen it once, you know, you've seen it enough. But I like using ZWrap, especially when you like want to do something quickly and you have a really good base mesh that you reuse. But I also love doing manual retopology, which I did with Cozy Blanket. But yeah.
And Cozy Blanket's the iPad app, right?
Cozy Blanket's the iPad app. Yeah.
How did you like it?
I love it. I tried it out when it first came out and it was a bit buggy, but after, I think it's been about a year since it's been out, and a lot of things that I was not a fan of, they fixed. So
okay,
awesome.
And
I did it in the couch. I did it on my couch and just like zoned out, like watching TV shows and just like pushing topology. It was like doing a crossword puzzle.
You're doing Sudoku? Is that?
Yeah.
that was
Sudoku. Like sitting there doing a crossword puzzle.
Yeah. All right. Let me hop into chat here. We do have Ram on saying what's up? What's up, Ram? How you doing, man? We got Gus on. Ben is saying hi. Good day, Stylist League. Jamie B, good morning, good people. Is it morning already? I guess it is morning, technically, for him. All right. Ben saying going okay, week off and just been relaxing and plugging away at projects and games. Got Jedi Survivor on the cheap and going through that when I'm not working on Ash. Ben, how did you like Jedi Survivor? What were you saying, Bradley?
I was saying Jedi is great. I love Jedi. Jedi was a really good game.
Yeah, I ran through it. I ran through it. I didn't do. Well, you know how I do. You know how I do.
Of course you did.
Yeah, I definitely put games to sleep.
You ran through it.
Let's see here. Jamie says, dude, just completed Jedi Survivor 2. Yeah, Jedi Survivor was good. I didn't do a lot of the side quests, so I didn't find them like as interesting. plus I think what was it? Starfield was coming out, so I need to wrap it up. Anthony says, "Hey, what's up, Stylist fam? What's up, Anthony? Welcome to the stream." Gus says, Frank Christine. Sparky is on. Sparky says, "Hey, hey, hey."
Like
Exactly
just like that. He said it just like that.
Yeah. I can only imagine that is the way that was said.
Just like that. Okay, cool.
Walter is on. Hey, y'all. What's up, Walter? And so is Johannes. Hey, guys. Pumpkin.
Like, what
Yeah,
that
he had a little emoji, a little pumpkin emoji.
I like fun.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't.
Well, yeah, no pumpkin spice for you.
No pumpkin spice. I actually hate when Starbucks and everyone starts pushing pumpkin on
No,
everybody.
I had a pumpkin spice old fashioned the other day.
What is a pumpkin spice old fashioned like? Is that an alcoholic beverage? Is that what that is? Like,
yeah, absolutely. So one of the brown versions that you say I shouldn't have before stream. Many happy returns, Bradley. I got COVID for my birthday yesterday.
Oh, that sucks. Sorry, that's not good.
Jamie, you should be sleeping.
Yeah, like that's not, my dude. That's not fun at all.
Yeah, you gotta be taking care of yourself. But yeah, happy birthday. which was what we missed out of all that he caught it for his birthday. Happy birthday. A couple of good happy birthdays in there. Gus says, "Hey, Bradley and Raul, finally's Friday stream." Okay. Happy B-Day, Bradley. Welcome, Gus. Also happy birthday to Jamie. Couple of good birthday wishes. We got Frederick on. What's up, Frederick? Hey, guys. All right. And okay, so I'm going to continue to go through chat here in a second. What exactly are you doing right now? Like, so where are you starting this week with this?
So I will do a full. So I have this handy dandy. If anyone ever wants this, I will be happy to share it out. But I have a pure ref zone painting. So if I was like really going for like something like I'd like to try to recreate flesh tones versus like doing an XYZ, doing projection of pre-made skin tones, so I can get better at it and keep making them. So I'm creating the zones of the face, and since this guy's going to be a creature, I'm gonna my North Star is here, and I'm gonna lay in the colors until I get there.
Okay, so right now what you're doing is just kind of like layering like in the colors for everything.
Yeah, like the undertones. Like this really starts to lock in towards the end. I first saw this process. I know I saw Mike do this originally, and I learned it from him. And then Mike was doing a demonstration of painting. And so I just dove in and just started getting additional resources and stuff about skin painting. Some of this is some older stuff that I found on some old blogs on the internet that are probably closed down. But if anyone's interested in this, just hit me up and I'll happily share this pure report.
Okay, great. All right, going back over to chat. I just wanted to make sure everybody knew where you were going.
Very good.
What you were up to.
And if anyone has any questions on anything, either the videos being shown, let me know. It is 3-hour footage. If we want to fast forward to something else, we can. But it is going pretty expediently.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a healthy amount for sure. Let's see here. Jamie says, "That looks awesome, Bradley." And let's see. Gus says Frankie's ready for the job interview. Just needs that nice haircut tonight. And Bradley had hair on. So why do some of the models have hair and some don't?
Happy you asked. So, because the hair, so I'm not using a hair card system. I'm actually going to use splines, which I can use inside of Unreal. So the hair right now, when you see this is where I created the hair here. The hair was created in Maya, and I exported the hair from Maya as a I don't want to say this word wrong, so I'm gonna so butcher it. Don't ask me questions.
I'm so sorry.
Analytic, it's somewhere on here. It's like I have a brain fart, but it's in here. It's in the video. It's in the video. But I exported it out.
Did they pronounce it phonetically in the video?
Yeah. And then I highlighted it. I'm like, this word.
Okay.
This word. But only certain renders could actually render out curves or splines, and Unreal is one of them. So I don't have to mess with hair cards. No one actually. I'm sorry, not going to say no. If someone really loves to groom, you like grooming in all of its glory. I do not. And if I groom, doing it with Xgen is where it's at. Or if you like to, Blender has a curve hair creation process as well. So
yeah,
but that's why so the curves I cannot put in just any program. I can't put the curves. I can put them inside of Substance. I wouldn't want to, but I can actually export them out as Geo. But it's not worth I'm just going to slow down my machine for no reason.
So when you see like hair work, like NVIDIA Hairworks and stuff like that turned on, is this the process for something like that?
It's usually a curve system. So yes, the hairs were created with. They're not cards; they're actual curves. Okay. So if you think curves, you're thinking like actual splines of hair.
Yeah. I'll say that's one of the biggest criticisms my wife has of still modern video games. She's like, it doesn't matter how good everything looks. Why does everybody's hair suck?
It looks like Spider-Man 2 used. It looks like they're using a form of curves in some of the scenes, but a lot of the time, when a character's really far off screens, it's cards. There's no point in making a draw card for that. You don't have the budget for having very expensive hair for no reason.
Yeah. All right. So
I answered your question.
Well, thank you. Yeah. I appreciate you answering my questions. It's always nice. Ben says high frequency stuff. Good. I always feel like I need to learn more before applying it.
What does that mean? High frequency stuff. Well, did he say something else?
Ben, what were you referring to? Just so that I don't know.
Because I'm gonna lose my mind, bro. It's right here. I'm gonna go nuts. I'm gonna go nuts. So to export the curves, you go. Go here, cache, export cache, and the file is an analytic file. Ambuliki, yeah, whatever that word. This one.
The licky file.
Yeah, that file format.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say all the words.
Nope.
I just know where it's at.
Yeah. Absolutely too hard.
They don't pay me to say words. If they did, I would practice more.
Let's see here. All right. Yeah. So Ben says Cozy Blanket sounds amazing.
It is great. It's not cheap, but it was my birthday, and I had things on my list, and Cozy Blanket was on my list. It's not cheap, but because I like clean. One thing I did when you look at the video in its full, like I had when the Z-Wrap process, when I'm going in that current, if you make that video big, Raul. So in this one, I'm sorry, full screen, we're split.
Oh, you're saying is solo me out?
Yep. Yeah, so in this video, it's a Z-Wrap topology. One thing that I'm doing over and over when I'm going up slowly, reprojecting, I'm going in and masking out the mouth bag. And even in the crevices of the mouth of this reprojection, like I have some weird shit. You see those little triangles right there that's coming up from the Z-Wrap. So when I manually retopologized my guy, I didn't have to deal with a lot of that. Right, because the actual edges, like I hand put the edges right where it needed to be, and I had less cleanup. But it's a way of doing it. And if a little further in this video, I'll probably stop you when you get there. Where I actually, when I fully did it, I had like same level of detail, less topology used when I manually did it.
Okay.
So,
what did you call that? A chin bag? What was it? What was
mouth
that?
bag.
Mouth bag? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. There's a joke somewhere in there. All right. Let's see here. Attentive is on. What's up, Attentive? Says, hey, Bradley and Raul. Hey, chat. What's up, Attentive?
So,
go ahead. Oh, it sounded like you were going to say something. All right.
No, I said yo.
Oh, you said yo. You got to do it right, man. Oh.
I'm like 3 hours in.
Yeah, so it looks like Ben is 3 hours into Jedi Survivor, and he says he's enjoying the game so far, spending too much time finding secrets and playing with the combat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great game. There's some really great sequences in it. Pacing's a little off towards the end, but still a really great game. I forgot that game even came out this year. There've been so many bangers this year.
No, like this is the year of gaming.
Oh yeah.
It was a great year.
Sure is.
Like if you didn't find anything this year, you just don't like games.
Yeah, that's on you. That's on you.
Yeah. It's for everybody.
Ben said, I can hear Sparky saying it exactly like that. Hey, hey, hey. Sparky,
that was Fat Albert, but you know.
Yeah. Sparky says, maybe I'll stick to Woot next time. Look, whatever makes you feel good. We're here to please. Ben says, I was at a Starbucks today and they said pumpkin spice is only around another week before Christmas rolls out.
That doesn't make any sense.
No,
why would pumpkin spice be around all year?
Well, because it's a seasonal beverage.
To the end of the year. Like your pumpkins are not like I get pumpkin pies and stuff during the holiday season. Like that's not a.
Yeah, but I mean, like, but one more week. It should go at least through November.
Yeah, right.
At least through November, right? December. Give me your what is it? The mint, the mint mocha. Like, give me those then. Like, I'm all right with that. Zerchan is on. He says, "Hey, what's up? Hey, Zerchan, how you doing, man?" We also have 3D Manic on. 3D, what's going on, brother? Jamie says, yup, Flip Normals did a skin painter video like this technique too. Were you aware of that, Bradley?
Yes, I am. I'm going to help you go through some of these because some of these I read a while ago, Raul, and I want to make sure we get there because they got some really interesting things to talk about.
Well,
especially from...
Yeah, like we're going through it.
No
Like
email
I'm
from
trying.
XTM yet. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was just trying. I'll end up skipping some of these, but let's see here.
Someone gets skipped.
Oh no, but they're community members talking to each other, man. Like I'm happy about it. Oh, okay. He's saying high frequency skin detail is what Ben's saying. That's what he meant when he was saying that. Anthony says, "Oh, that's good to know. So you think Xgen hair would work well as LOD 0 in cutscene / cinematics in Unreal?"
That's how.
Okay, that was. I saw the processing.
I have to be careful how I answer. That's how most games they use a spline system in LOD in the LOD 0. Just not the L3 roll. LOD 0 is the first up close LOD.
Okay.
Level of detail, and then there's based on the game. There's multiple. Here's where my cozy blanket view was.
This here on my screen.
Mm-hmm.
So what is ZWrap model?
Yep, that was a ZWrap topology, and that's my manual topology that I did there.
Okay.
Then I
was gonna say talk me through this, but you're just moving the character around. So.
But yeah, so I did I think I did a screenshot of what cozy blanket look like. I believe if you didn't see it yet.
Oh, we even got a little emoji. Like, well, look at that. How cute.
There it is. Cozy blanket. If you want to pause it. So that's the app I did the retopology in.
Okay. I paused the video, by the way.
So I exported a decimated mesh. Based off of your iPad processing, it determines the level of the decimation level. But when you're retopologizing, you don't need like a decimated level model that you're like trying to like print. So I believe that model was only 300 polys. So yeah.
300 seems really low.
It is low.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't need much.
I wasn't tripping. Good.
Yep.
All right.
So.
Every time I'm hearing you guys, it's definitely not in the 300s when you're talking about what you're doing.
All right. Now this question is a banger. All right. This one here, this one hits home. This one hits home a little bit. All right. So you may not be aware, Raul. Earlier this week, Wacom released new Cintiqs. They released a Pro 17, a Pro 22, and I have the Pro 27. So to answer his question, the Pro 27 has no fan noise. Absolutely no fan noise. And that's a new
one
at all.
The brand new one?
That's the brand new one that came out last year. So the Pro 27 does not. I'm coming from a 24 Pro, which did have a fan. I think if fan noise bothers you, if you have a 24 and fan noise bothers you, and you want a bigger screen but smaller footprint, it's a great tablet. But if you're looking for a night and day visual difference,
like a transformation,
it is not like a transformation. It is not that. The most, like I was telling this to Mike, like I'm happy I got more of my desk space back, but it was 3,000. It's 3,500 before you add a $500 stand, so $4,000.
That's rough. That's rough, brother.
Like, if you want to like treat yourself, bang, like go after it. Like I did it. Like I can't tell nobody not to do it. I did it. But I wanted more of my desk space. I thought that the screen experience would be transformative, and it's not. And yeah, that.
How much is the 24 versus the 27?
Okay, so the 24 is being like phased out, right? The 24 Cintiq. So the quality of materials on the newer Cintiqs, the Pro lines, are not as good as last year's like 32 Cintiq and 24 Cintiq Pro. Like their quality is more.
So you're
premium.
saying like build quality? You mean?
The build quality is not as good. Okay. Like it looks like a Dell monitor sitting on my desk. Like, and we're talking Dell, we're not talking Alienware either. We're talking like Enterprise.
Oh, them thick boy bezels, boy.
Yeah. Well, no, it doesn't have those thick bezels. It's just that the design is not. It's not any like it's like when you spend $4,000, you're looking for something awe-inspiring, and it's not that.
Okay. Right, well, that's fair.
But I did it. But they also here's the crazy price. Like here's where I think things get a little crazy, right? So they released a 22, which I think is reasonably priced, but not really, at $2,800, I believe, for 22 inches. Okay. Where SenseLab has a like a nice tablet that's 24 inches for $1,800, which I would think is like the next best thing as far as like quality of screen if you want like a really premium product. And they released a 17-inch screen for $2,900 for 17 inches. Shit's wild.
That is wild. There's no y'all on a different level.
Hey.
That's it. That's a whole different.
So I'm looking at the price like, okay, I see. And then I looked at the 17-inch. I'm like, who are they talking to? That is not great. That is not a great price.
Yeah, not me. Manuel Sierra. Manuel-san says, how are you liking Spider-Man 2? I'll let you go, Bradley, because I have my thoughts as well.
I've been able to, for the very little I've been able to play, like I'm enjoying doing the busy work, which is like a lot. Like I usually like a game when they have like all this side stuff, you like, oh, I'm gonna do this or not do it. But I stopped doing the story and doing a lot of the side stuff. So I'm enjoying it. Like I'm enjoying the game experience of it. I'm enjoying I have not felt the heart of the series like the last two had with Miles and with the first one, but what I have experienced has been great.
You're not far enough in the story to have done like the Mysterio stuff and all of that.
I did the Coney Island where I met Mysterio, but I haven't like met him as like a villain yet.
Because you haven't finished that story bit, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, outside of I don't want to ruin it, but yeah. But
so if you remember all the combat challenges from all the other ones, that's what those are.
You know what's interesting that they did, bro, that I think is cool? All the little mini games they actually like put thought into.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think they did a good job.
Like all the mini games, like I'm like, you really put development time on something you're only going to use for this instant.
Yeah, I think they did a good job with that. Manuel's also saying that he's thinking about getting a PS5 for it. I wouldn't do all that. If you have a PC, no, because if he has a PC, just wait a year. Like, there's plenty of good games that came out this year.
If you let's say you get, I think if you get if you haven't played, like, they're about to release the Last of Us Part 2 remake. If you get that, Forbidden West, and Spider-Man,
God of
and
War.
I would even
Ragnarok.
God of War, Ghost of Tsushima, all those 5 games are PS5 worthy.
Yeah, absolutely. But if you're only gonna buy it for that one game, like
no, I wouldn't say just for that one. But if you're like, if I with those games I just listed, that's a recommended buy. Like I think it's worth it, especially on getting those games on sale. That's a win.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I'm really enjoying Spider-Man 2. It's a lot more Spider-Man. So like if you enjoyed the first one and enjoyed Miles Morales, then this is the best the series has ever been. So, and I'm finding the story to be more impactful, at least right now, than I did with, at the very least, Miles Morales. Spider-Man 1, I know, like towards the middle of that game got really like serious. But yeah, I'm enjoying it so far a lot, actually. I was telling you earlier, it's not Game of the Year material. I think there's other games that are gonna edge it out this year.
You understand that because you kiss the ground that Zelda walks on.
Yeah, but believe it or not, I'm actually, and I haven't. So I did buy Mario Wonder. I'm playing that. I downloaded Alan Wake right before we went live. I'm expecting Alan Wake to give to.
I'm tempted I'm tempted to play that if it's more like
It's not more like Control. They said it's actually more survival horror than it is like Control
that's not my
or
bag.
Anything else. Yeah,
that is not my bag.
Gonna be you.
That's not my bag.
So you have that, and then you also have Baldur's Gate 3, which I have not played yet. I do expect to play that this year. But yeah, I mean, there's just a lot of stiff competition out there, and when you have something like Alan Wake, that's like doing something completely new and different. The same thing with Baldur's Gate 3. It's just up. Any other year, I would say, yeah, probably hands down game of the year. This year's just a tough year.
Hey, let's see if we can jump in some of the monitor talk. That's
monitor talk. All right, so let me skip some of this stuff down here.
Thanks for telling me happy birthday. For those who are saying happy birthday, I see your comments.
Yep, and Kyrus is on. Hey, Kyrus. Am I saying that right? I think I am. Let's see here. Okay. Walter says found a Cintiq 22 on eBay for 500. Even I jumped on it. Now this happened. I could use the brighter screen.
But yeah, the 22. I think that's the only drawback of the 22. Is that it was 1080p and it was not bright. But now you know that.
But now you know that. Now you have one. Now you know that, right?
Well, you should have sent me a message. I would have told you, man. I would have told you.
I know. Ask the questions. The community will save you. Speaking of which, actually, before we continue, guys, like the stream. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. And that'd share with anybody. Anyone.
I would like if people would subscribe.
If you think your cat would enjoy the content, share with your kitty. Share with the kitty.
Now that Mike's not here or Brad, I can really tell people what I feel about cats.
I mean, for a while there, I was actually afraid you were actually gonna be a cat man.
No, God, no.
I thought you were gonna turn into a Brad Grove.
No, Brad's probably sitting there. I can't say what I love cats. I think cats are magnificent creatures.
Yeah, I thought. But
swans on land, they're the swan of the land.
Okay. Johannes says, but it's 120 hertz, so assuming it will feel good. And I hate
Nope.
the fans on my 24 Pro, so I'm gonna switch to
Nope.
the 27.
Nope. You think that it feels the exact same as my 24? Nothing. Actually, I prefer the pin on the 24 than the pin that's on the Pro Pin 3. This Pro Pin 3, okay? Let's do this. Let's do this. Respectfully, okay? This Pro Pin 3, the plastic that's on here, this isn't soft. This isn't soft plastic like they have on the current ones. This feels like I 3D printed this and put it, like, this feels like resin. All right, it's hard. This entire thing is hard. It's not like it's. And I can't tell you how many times. I can't tell you how many times, like, while working, I guess the friction of my hand, I'm always like accidentally untwisting this thing. Yeah.
What is that, by the way, on the back? What are
this
you
is the
twisting
stylus.
off? No. What are you twisting off?
So in the pin, there's a weight that helps you. You can change the weight, like flip it around. There's other like weights that you can put in to give the pin a little bit more weight. I tell you, the weight makes the pin not feel cheap, but this pin without the weight compared to the other pin feels better and has better rubber around it. It's soft. The grip is softer. It's just a better.
Can you use the one from the 24 on the 27?
You can't. This is how much I love the other pin, right? So when the Pro Pin 3, the Pro Pin 2, this is the 3D pin. This whole pin is soft. This rubber is softer. These buttons have a softer touch to them. They stopped producing this pin. I just recently ordered another pin from China. This is a brand new one. So just in case I I run out or I can't get the 3D pin again, I bought a new one from Newegg, which Newegg was the only place that had it, surprisingly, that had this pin. B&H didn't have it, Wacom didn't have it. I bought it from Newegg and it came from China. And this is my spare one that I have that you can use on the 24, on the 27 if you want. But
okay,
they stopped producing and making this pin. So and I'm assuming they stopped because it feels so much better than this one.
Okay.
It's a great strategy.
Yeah,
I'm mad I didn't think of it.
Yeah, that's funny. Okay. So hopefully, Johannes, what Bradley is saying is save yourself.
Do what you love, man.
Do what you love. Do what you love.
If you want to do, like, hey, I bought it. All right, I can't
I know. There's only so much you can. You can't say too much.
I can go and say, it's raining. Fire. If you like fire,
okay,
there's rain out there for you.
That, ladies and gentlemen, was indeed an analogy.
Yeah. Yeah. I did that.
So Anthony says Zen Labs creeping up on Wacom.
Yeah, they are. They really are. They really are.
3D Matic is saying, I have help me out with this because
Huion Canvas Pro, and a tricky boy for sure. A thick boy for sure.
Not tricky. That's a thick boy.
It is, but for the price, and I've had a Huion before as well, and for the price, it's not bad. Like it's good product.
Yeah. Sparky says, I'm saving for a new graphics tablet, and Zen Labs is on the top of my list right now.
I would agree. That's a really good choice. They're on the heels of Ask.
Jamie says, no monitor, just my Huion 16 Pro in front of me,
Don't mind
slim
this
enough, and great metal stand for free.
Yep, I had the Huion Canvas Pro before. It's a good product. The only reason I don't have it now because I had problems with it working on my Mac.
Oh, okay. What
Yeah.
what were you running into?
It was like so I use a Tor box. It didn't play well connected to my Mac with my Tor box.
Okay.
It's either give up the Huion or give up my Tor box, and I'm not giving up my Tor box. So
Okay.
there it is.
Tor box 1.
Yep.
Anthony says, I personally don't know or don't get how Wacom charges that much. They abandoned the companion idea years ago with the built-in OS. They should be focusing on wireless solutions. Do you agree?
Yeah, he's saying straight facts.
Just
Straight facts. I wish I could. Yeah, can't disagree with him. Can't disagree.
Ben says they just released a remastered of Miles Morales and Spider-Man 1 for PC. Yes, they did. That's why I'm saying they're gonna like in a year it's gonna be out on PC. So I wouldn't buy I wouldn't buy a console specifically for that game. But if there are other things, as what Bradley had mentioned, there's a lot of really good stuff on the PS5. God of War, Ghost of Tsushima, the Spider-Man games, they come out there first, right? Like, so and I'm sure God of War and Forbidden West and all of those are going to come to PC soon enough also, right? So okay. Ram says, I have a 22 Cintiq and Mobile Studio Pro. I like Wacom products, but don't like the pricing. Also, I like the remote and express keys.
If you ever need another express keys, I got like 3 of them. Hit me up. I'll send it to you. Free.
What's it? So what's an express key?
Hold on. it's somewhere on the shelf. It's a shortcut.
Normally
remote
there's other people heard about those comments off of, but I don't know.
Yeah. It's a kind of like how I have my Tor box. It's like a remote. It's like a size of a TV remote where you have shortcuts. That too is also extremely overpriced. That thing's $100 still, and that thing is over. I would like to say maybe 7 years old. The express key remote,
and they haven't
updated. $100. Nope, and it's still USB Type C.
Well, yeah, I mean, if it's that old, right? Johanna says, I wouldn't mind if Apple could start making screen tablets. They know how to make nice, clean designs.
I think if you're a ZBrush person, and I'm excited to see what Maxon does with ZBrush on an iPad. My next and then with the rumors that Apple is releasing like a 14-inch iPad, like I'm excited. I'm probably not going to buy a new MacBook if they do release a new iPad with a bigger screen and ZBrush on it.
Okay. I have a Surface Pro 8. I've been on Surface Pros since the 5, right?
I've had 1 or 2. I've had 2.
And I get so frustrated that they don't have a Surface Pro with integrated graphics. So it's not really pro, right? Like
they want you to buy the book though. The book has integrated graphics, but it has
it does. But that thing is so ungodly expensive too for no reason. Like that, like the one with the integrated graphics on it, it's like a 4050 is like $2,500. It's ridiculous. Like for that, you could buy a much better PC, but
Yeah.
and like probably like a Bamboo or like something else, a companion tablet that you could use, right?
Everybody wants our money. Nobody wants to put in the work for it.
Don't lie. Ain't that the truth?
Like, I want your money. Can I charge you maximum dollars for a little bit of effort?
Well, 3D spitting facts too. He says the price for the Apple one would actually be twice than Wacom. Yeah, if Apple was to ever release one, you already know it.
That's all true, but at least you'll get updates for a very long time that won't break anything.
That's
and
true
the company
too.
will and the company
They'll
will
support
pretend to care about you, for an extended period of time.
Yeah, then yeah, you're right there. Johanna says high price, but it'll look nice. Yep.
Yeah, hey. Here's what I like about Apple stuff, all right? They at least they go out of your way to make it like your Apple product will probably be the oldest thing that to anybody else, but it looks like the newest thing. I'm like,
yeah,
like we put too much in this design. We're not going to just leave it.
Yeah, like my wife has my old Surface 5. And that thing looks old. like that's got chunky 1-inch bezels all around it. Like it looks old. I'm actually, as a matter of fact, I'm probably gonna give her my Surface Pro 8. I have the 8, and I'll probably get myself like something with an integrated graphics card into it. Not integrated graphics. I'm sorry, discrete GPU. I keep saying integrated graphics. Let's see here. Brad says, by the way, what's up, Mr. B-Side? How you doing, man?
Hey, Brad.
Brad says, Bradley, you best watch what you say about my kids.
I didn't say anything. See, that's why I can't say nothing bad about cats. I love the ground your kids walk on, all right?
Johanna says, there's a huge difference between 60 and 120. So either you have not set it up correctly or Wacom failed completely.
They fail completely. I
know that. I'm really sensitive to that type of stuff. So I know it, like I would perceive a difference.
I'm talking about like from like, and we're talking 10 to screen. I don't feel a difference between my 24 Pro that I have and this one. It just doesn't feel different.
Well, I mean, like, what about the smoothness of rotating the characters and the smoothness of like?
So that's nope. Not the same.
Okay. Disagree. So we got Shepan on says, damn, my timing 42 minutes in. What is up, my guy? Hopefully you're having a fantastic Friday. All right, okay, so 3D says, yeah, I second you. Bradley might not have set it up correctly. all of the shots, bro, all the shade.
Hey.
Did you go and change the hertz settings in the NVIDIA control panel?
Hey, y'all better look me up.
Bradley, can you stop being stop being a normie and learn how to set up a PC, please? Please and thank you.
Look me up.
Please and thank you.
Google me, all right? You better look me up, all right?
Shepan says, I don't use tablets beyond 16-inch. Too much arm movement to work on for me.
Hey, just to make everyone's satisfied and happy. Okay. All right. Let's do this. All right. My 32-inch, 44. All right. My other one, 138. My Cintiq, 128. All right. I know what I'm doing. All right. Also, it's calibrated with its own profile, both sRGB and Adobe. Hey, I'm telling you, just like, hey, you'll see when you get it and you experience it, you let me know. I'll tell you this.
What about
here's
display settings in Windows, Bradley?
Yeah, that one too. You get it from NVIDIA. But you know what I'll say? If you like gaming piece, like if you're an artist and you game and you want to have like one monitor, I think it's worth it. Like if you're like, if gaming is your thing and you're trying to like, and you don't want to get a gaming display, and you want your work and your play to be the same, that makes complete sense. But if you're looking for a life-changing difference on between a 24, and I'm only saying the 24 Pro or 32 Cintiq, you won't find that there. Like you won't have the fan noise. If that annoys you, you will get rid of that. There is no fan noise. And you'll get more desk space if you switch to it, because I believe the footprint is smaller than the 24 with the bezels and stuff like that. Well, it actually is, because I have more desk space. Like it would achieve that, but I wouldn't go into thinking it's way better than what you currently have. It's not.
What's the GPU in it?
What's the GPU in the screen? The GPU, like the GPU I bought with the screen. The screen doesn't come with a GPU.
No. The Cintiq.
The Cintiq, it's a monitor, Raul. It uses your computer's GPU.
Oh, okay. So it's not an all-in-one. Didn't you have one that was an all-in-one?
I had a Mobile Studio Pro once upon a time, but that was a long time ago.
Oh, okay. That's what I was thinking for some reason. All right. Let's see here. Ram says, oh, he's saying hi to Brad. More highs to Brad. Getting some love out there to again, Mr. B-side himself.
Thanks for coming over, Brad.
Absolutely. We love it. Thank you, sir. Fans of Brad Grotman should stay tuned to all of our social channels, because there will be an announcement here shortly. Let's see here. Shepan says it's just Wacom selling you the side shortcut buttons. So Ben says, hey Shepan, great streams in this week working in Z. So Shepan, you live stream? Get that out there. I've been meaning to do this in our Discord, is add a share your live streams area, or promote your work.
It's like 2 clips. Why you haven't done that yet?
It's laziness.
I can see that.
Laziness. Yeah. Okay, here. Kyra says, any of you guys use Sketchboard Pro stand for the iPad Pro 12.9 inch? Is it good? Is it worth it?
Is that pad that, I don't know if you follow Ergo Josh, but Ergo Josh, I think he uses something like that. Ergo Josh is a 2D illustrator on YouTube.
Okay. Here. I'm gonna look it up. Sketchboard Pro iPad stand. Oh, look at that. That's interesting. Would you see yourself using something like this? I'm just going to bring it over here real quick.
Because that goes against everything I believe with trying to get desk space. My Cintiq sits on my desk. I would need a whole other working space for that. Who knows? But if ZBrush turns out to be great on iPad, maybe I'll use it on the sofa.
Is there a release date for that?
If there is, I don't know it. And if
does anybody in chat
is,
know?
And if there is, and I knew it, I couldn't say I knew it.
Unless it was announced.
Announced for 2024. That's what.
Oh, okay.
Was announced.
Announced 2024. Okay.
2024.
Understood.
Let's
Okay.
get some green.
Ben says best way to learn you did tech wrong. Talk about it on stream with 20 people. Yeah. Well, I mean, he could have done it in the Discord, Ben.
Yeah.
We all have options. By the way, and I think most people, at least in tonight's stream, are part of our Discord. But if you're not already part of our Discord, the link is in the description below. Johanna says, thank you all for letting me start a discussion. I am off. Have a great rest of the stream.
Have a good one.
All right. You too. Once again with the little pumpkin emoji. Oh, whoops. Stepan says mobile studios break too easily and their battery bloated on both of my wife's and mine. Ugh. Gave up on those for traveling work needs.
Yeah, I have to let them go too.
But I mean, hopefully that ZBrush for iPad is going to be a great solution.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Ram is also out. He'll check out the restream later. Ram.
Awesome.
Shepan says, I stream casually. I'm a comic artist, so 3D is a hobby of mine. So when you stream, are you usually streaming in 3D or are you usually streaming your work in Illustrator or whatever it is that you use for your comic drawing? 3D says, if there was an Apple Pencil with buttons so I can use them for navigation, rotation, etc., it would be a perfect thing.
I think they might be coming, man.
Well, what about the Logitech one? Does the Logitech pen for iPad, does that have buttons?
I don't know. I haven't seen a Logitech pen for iPad, so maybe.
Yeah, there is. I think it's called a crayon. And yes, it's called a crayon. It's cheaper than the other one, but it doesn't look like there's any buttons on it. Looks like it's the same. I mean, I don't know what this switch does, but yeah, it doesn't look like there's any buttons on it. So weird to be sharing my screen on the stream. I could just drag things over while we're talking about it. It's actually pretty interesting.
It's like,
yeah. What is
power
this?
that we possess?
Let's see here. Oh, Kyra says you can sketch in your bed with sketchboard for iPad. Yep. Shepan says, depends on my mood. Sometimes it's comic. At other times, it's old man yells at ZBrush. That's pretty awesome. Shepan says, Logitech crayon made for Titan players. Ben says, you were yelling more at Redshift and scaling issues. Okay, well, we're at 10:04, Bradley. Do you want to, I mean, we kind of went through some what's good. Do you have a specific what's good to go through today?
Iron Man's was my major what's good. I finally got a headrest for my chair.
That's right. Let me see that Atlas headrest.
It took 4 months to be brought in and delivered, But
Wait, that color doesn't match.
hey, I know
That would.
they're sending me.
That,
They're sending me another one. They're sending me another one.
I was about to say, like, their whole shtick is their whole shtick
the
is
color
like
match.
supposed to
Yeah. That's what I believe too. But yeah, they're sending me another one. Some bright greens.
Okay.
See if I can do this.
I mean,
what else?
Your birthday should have been a
hey, my birthday
should have been
birthday, battery in the car.
It's a fresh battery.
Yeah, fresh battery. My wife's like, my wife's like, I don't know why you got another battery. It's gonna like sit in the car and
What, she just wants the vet not to be able to turn on? Like, is that it? You can't run that Fred Flintstone style. Like, you need to have a battery.
Like, I need a battery.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, but
let's see.
And overall, like, it's been a good week. Like, it's been a while since I had a vacation, so, and I enjoyed myself thoroughly.
Well, that's great. That's great. We actually haven't. I spoke to you on your birthday, but we haven't really spoken all week. I did a couple. So my what's good is that I binged in one sitting the new Castlevania series.
Oh, that was good. It was. I enjoyed it. Did you like it?
Nocturne was really good. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was on the level of the prior Castlevanias, and the way that they ended it, I'm excited for season 2. Yeah, I sat down and knocked out Nocturne in one entire go. I beat Starfield.
Okay.
And when I say beat Starfield, what I mean by that is I beat all of the factions, beat the main quests, did all my companion side quests, did as many side quests as I humanly could possibly do. And you don't really roll credits the way that game ends, but I moved into what would be considered a new game plus.
You put in work.
The other what's good is I'm halfway through Spider-Man and I've been playing Super Mario Wonder, which I know the 2D Mario games are not your thing, Bradley, but this to me is the first true successor to Super Mario World. Like, that's how I feel about it. Like, so Yoshi's Island isn't really a sequel for me. I think it's a completely different game, and it's a wonderful platform in itself. So I don't actually see that as a proper sequel. I say Super Mario Wonder is the first 2D Mario game that is actually a sequel to Super Mario World.
I wish I cared about Nintendo.
I know. Hey, by the way, you're in big head mode. In case
I can't trust a company that doesn't like money.
I understand that, actually. I do understand that.
I don't know. I don't know what motivates them.
Yeah, no, I get it, dude. That's one of the things that I've always said, but you know, notwithstanding, they put out banger after banger. Let's see here. Okay, actually, let me go back to this. 3D says the only gripe I have with sculpting on iPad is navigation. The tapping on the screen for rotating the model and stuff is so annoying. Wait, you can't do that with your fingers? They won't let you do that with your fingers?
There's like, of course, there's like Nomad Sculpt. Like the navigation is what has. I'm hoping Maxon cracks that because the navigation on iPad hurts. I wish
it's painful.
I can. It hurts. And you know what? And not for nothing. There's a lot of people that handle it like well. Like they're able, they can get in there and use it, and power to them. Like I'm not that dude.
Not you, huh?
No, not me. But like, and that's me. Like that's my me. That's my lack of ability. Because there's some amazing people that are doing some really cool stuff on iPad with Nomad and stuff like that. I tried and I just couldn't. I couldn't get it. Could not get it. I lacked the ability.
Well, Brad is saying he's knee deep in his little animation project right now, learning all kinds of new ways to swear in the process.
I don't know if you Brad has put his stuff on Discord, but Brad's new stuff is dope as always.
I will see if I can find it. I think Discord's on the screen here, so I'll have to wait a second to look at it. I did pick up a case of the sniffles, so if you hear me a little nasally, that would be why. Although
stop sniffing in my ear.
Although I should have EQ'd the hell out of that out. Let's see here. So 3D says, nice, Raul. I started watching that. I might binge it today too. And Ben says, Nocturne was okay. I like that it does a lot of stuff, a lot of setup, but I'm waiting for the next plot points more. Story will get really good soon. Yeah, I don't think like I think the story was kind of good throughout. I don't know. And the way that it ended was just incredible, right? At least I really enjoyed it. Shepan says that character in the end of Nocturne dropping in like it was Hamilton. What did I miss? Yup.
Dracula's son. I think he's referring to.
Hey, whoa, chill. There are people who haven't seen this. Chill. Beep. What's my beep button?
Sorry. I should know better.
You really should have.
I'm sorry. That didn't happen.
That did not.
Forgive me.
And Shepan went out of his way. He said that character in the end. Anthony says the Texas Chainsaw game is pretty wild, asymmetrical multiplayer.
Now, are there like Care Bears in there, or are there legit like scary stuff? Because
Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I'm going to assume that there's less fluffy.
I want more fluff.
Yeah. Ben says Texas Chainsaw Massacre game is what Friday the 13th should have been. Very possibly. Haven't played it. I don't really do so. All right. I don't mind scary. Like I think Alan Wake is a good example. Maybe some of the Resident Evil games, right? Like I don't find them scary as much as I find them creepy. Same thing with like Dead Space, right? But when you put me into like Outlast or some of those like high horror games, like that's where I'm like, yeah, I'm all right, right? Which I'm going to put Texas Chainsaw Massacre in just because of the theme. I'm not really fully sure whether or not it actually fits into that bucket. So, Anthony, let me know if it does. 3D Matic says, yeah, man, I'm the SME. Wait, right? That's me. I'm the SME way. I think he meant same way. I'm the same way, Bradley. I could not do it as well. It's just, I don't know. It does not feel natural.
I think once they release a pen that have like different, but like an actual like stylus that has like buttons on it, I think I can find a way to limp my way through it, which would be helpful. That's the only way forward, I think, for me. Hope like there's rumors that there's like another pen and possibly with buttons for the next iPad next year. So we'll see.
Anthony says he totally agrees. It's quite addicting for its simplicity. And Shepan says Bradley with the spoilers.
Sorry. I suck.
He's just now. I gotta find a way to put a spoiler warning on this for the VOD. Shepan
I hate when people
says,
do that to me. I feel like crap. I feel like crap. I really do. I'm sorry.
I could probably beep it in post. Shepan says no Care Bears, only Scare Bears. Yeah, you ready for that one, Bradley? You ready to hold my hand through it, bro? You need to get Alan Wake though. Like, no, I know like, it's not. Like,
you ruined it for me when you said it's not like Control.
It is not like Control. So they
sometimes you should lie to me.
All of the reviewers are saying it leans far more into the survival horror than the first game. They say it's a lot more Resident Evil. What they actually said is that what was that Rockstar game, LA Noire? They said it's like a mashup between LA Noire and Resident Evil, the new Resident Evil games, not the action ones, the remakes.
Yeah, I'm never gonna get it. Thanks.
Yeah. Sorry. If you want to do it with me on like, we can sit down. I'll hold your hand through it. I promise.
Oh.
Yep. Ben says, I agree, Raul, but the series is still more or less constricted to the game franchise. Richter is the main character of Dracula X, the game before Symphony of the Night. And Symphony of the Night, the main character is Alucard. Right? I'm right there, right?
Yes.
It is Alucard,
yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah. Ben says, and Symphony is amazing. It really is. I actually really love that game.
Like, did you like the Castlevania action 2D games?
I did. I didn't play it. I don't think I played the second one that they made, but I heard it wasn't very good, which is why I didn't play it. But like the first one, the
first one, I liked it.
Yeah, that was good, and it had a pretty decent reveal too at the end. I think that Bradley, just so that we know where we are with spoilers, I think that's old enough that you could probably spoil.
Thank you. I needed that. Sometimes I don't know where I can spoil and when I can't. Yeah. Obviously.
Yeah, because MJ says, oh boy, the Bradley show in full swing, spoilers and all.
Hey, I want to do better. I need help.
Yeah.
Now that you know my shortcomings, that means you can't bash me. All right,
you can't take it against you.
That was a cry for help. Don't be a monster.
And by the way, hey MJ, welcome to the stream, man. I think I owe you a trip to the bar.
Dude, when I I'm gonna check all the boxes. When I come up by you, I have to give MJ his hat.
You're just
horrible.
You don't even stop the car. Just throw the items out the window.
I'm just like, and I got I got everything for MJ is like here. I got everything to give. Like, I need to get out of my house.
Yeah. Bradley so rarely gets outside. He's got to do everything all at once when he comes out
of my house for real.
Well, because everybody who knows lives in this side of town, a good hour away from you. So
Yeah, I need to. Dear Bradley, can you get out your house?
get out your house. Guys, if you haven't already done so, go ahead and drop a like on the stream, subscribe to the channel, share the stream out with anybody you think would actually enjoy it. So Bradley, what's happening on my screen right now?
Oh yeah, so I'm creating geo that I'm going to use to pull the edges off. So I'm going to create my curves from this geo. So I'm laying down the geo with a IMM hard brush, and I'm going to take this inside of Maya, and I'm going to take the edges, and these will be the starting points to my curves inside of Maya for my Xgen.
Okay.
So the geo size doesn't matter. What matters is the placement. I'm actually about to write that nice note on there. And so what I find in working with Xgen, there's a couple ways that people are able to do it that works for them. They either will go right into Xgen and start placing their guides, or some people will create curves inside of Maya and create curves into guides. And some people will use geo, place their geo inside of Maya and take the curves from that geo. I actually, because I feel like I have more control in ZBrush for placing my my geo, I actually place my geo inside of ZBrush, and I'm going to take this geo inside of Maya and take out my curves.
Interesting.
To then make guides.
Okay. So what you're telling me is that this isn't going to be the hair.
It's the starting point.
It's the starting point. What I'm saying is that this isn't the final form of the hair.
No, it's not.
Okay.
It is not.
All right.
It's another way of doing, like, everyone does it different. It's just that, like, visualizing what the hair is going to look like, and that tedious work of placing the geo or placing the guides. So I usually, things go really like left for me when I just start placing Xgen guides, because the thing with the thing with Xgen, you have to really start placing guides all over the head sculpt to actually start to get the flow and the look of the hair, and that takes a bit of time. But if you place geo in the direction and in the zones of where you want your hair, you can then have a good starting point for when you start to actually go into Xgen.
Okay. And you're going to show this process in this video?
Yes.
Since, I mean, we're an
you can skip a little bit.
Video. Yeah.
That's a big step. If you do, keep going. There. So that tool that I'm using there, the tool that's called Grooming Tools, which is a pretty cool tool. And Grooming Tools will allow me to manipulate my curves, extract curves from geo. But also a really cool thing that I'm going to experiment with, it can turn curves into different types of geo. So you can turn it into cards. You can turn the curves. So if you want to do like hair cards, you can actually turn it into tubes. So if you wanted to, like, for example, use Xgen to create your hair, and then you wanted to make like that same type of hairstyle, maybe out of actual geo that you want to like sculpt over, you can take your Xgen guides, turn them into curves, then turn them into geo. There's a native way of doing it inside of Maya that's steps than I can remember, but this tool that I use called Grooming Tools allows you to do it pretty simple.
Okay. And that's again in Maya, or is that in?
This is in Maya, and the tool is called Grooming Tools. Great. And so I'm going in inside of here, and I'm going in and I'm selecting a curve. I'm not like that geo has multiple curves. I'm just going and selecting the curve down the edge. I'm selecting the edge down the middle, and I'm going to extract those edges to create my geo. my guides for Xgen.
Does anybody in chat have any issues with hair, or a little more curious about this process? Drop your comments below. Cool. And Bradley, what are you working on the today? Like, what are you working on now?
So I've been painting this guy, and let's do this. Just going in, painting this guy. I'm actually trying to. So this is so if you have, there's a tool for Windows called Power Tools, and there's this really cool plugin that allows you to color pick through off of anything. And when I like to use this for color picking, what's cool is that it gives you the gradients, the different gradient flows for that color. But that's what I'm doing to start my color selection here. So now what I want to do is I want to bring out my details in this guy. If I go to the color, base color, you can see all the colors that I've laid down, but you don't see any of the cavities. So now I'm going to bring forward my cavities on this guy. So,
and that's
wait, I like
that with like black and adding some shadow, like layering in some shadow in there.
So I'm gonna use a like a green color to go into the cavities to kind of bring it up, because I'm trying to balance, trying to make it too muddy. What I'm gonna do actually after I do this, I'm gonna go in and put some different highlights everywhere. But the way I do it is I add a black mask here, and then I'm going to go add a generator, and then I'm going to select color only, and I'm going to go to, there's a generator that's called Curve. And with this generator, I'm going to do color. Invert it. Make sure this color is actually showing.
I didn't see a difference with the slider. Did you? Is it showing?
Add generator. So let's do this. Sure, shit's add. Let's do a bright red so I can see how things turn out. Color only.
It sure is red.
Black mask. Then I'm going to add a generator. For whatever reason it wasn't working, I'm going to invert this curve. As you can see how it's now going in the crevices of the sky.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Getting all up in the crevices.
Oh, cracks. All in the cracks.
He looks like he came from Fight Club right now.
It's all part of the process, my friend. All part of the process. Balancing. I might. Computer's like, let's think about it. Time for our autosave.
Well, it's your PC's not doing enough, that's for sure.
I have to probably paint out the sections I don't want. I'm going to end up painting out what I don't want. All right, so we're going to... Now I'm going to pick the color back that I want it to be.
Well, that's cool. So you don't need to actually like go in there and brush it out.
I faded a little bit, but you see how this line is coming. This is where the
I
UV
see
is.
that right there. Yeah.
So what I will do now, and what else? Like, let's go here for the base color. Here's what I can do. I think I'm going to add a. See if I add a levels, if I get a little bit more control. So add a levels. That inverted it the wrong way. Right. Level says, no, I'm not going to do anything.
Not doing it.
So I like how I'm getting some of this, but it's too dark. So I'm going to have to hand paint some of it out. It's fine.
Okay. If it really is fine, can you say it like it is?
It's fine.
Fine.
It's fine. I don't want to, but it's fine.
On over here, it looks like we might have stepped away, so I'm gonna bounce up. So what are we doing right now?
So that right there, that's the curves I was talking about. I took the geo, what I'm doing is I'm grounding. So I'm linking the geo to the head, to that scalp. So when I first did the geo, it wasn't placed, like it was placed on the head, but it wasn't all the way on the scalp. So I had to lock it. So when I actually start to do the Xgen, the hair is placed on the scalp. Makes sense?
Okay.
Makes sense.
Yeah, that does make sense. Look at that. And then here. I fast forwarded just a little bit.
Yep, those are the, so I turned the curves to guides. So those guides is where the hair is going to generate.
That's where it's going to generate from. Okay.
Yep.
Gus says, Bradley, it's really nice to see how you keep improving your skills every time, man. Lots of tricks and new stuff. Thanks. I say I was accepting your flowers for you because you don't do compliments well.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Let's see here. MJ says, to quote Kratos, be better. To be clear, that came in around the spoiler time. And MJ also says he spends too much time in his home as well. And then Jamie reminds us that he has COVID and can't go nowhere.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I don't know how it is. Jamie, because you're up in Canada, right? Like, did they like, are the laws did they change them? With COVID, like, what are the COVID rules up there? I know over here it's still it's an ollie oxen free. Like we didn't. Actually, my wife still tests for all of that stuff, but over here people just they're just licking like light poles over here. What were you saying, Bradley? What were you saying, Bradley?
I don't know what I was saying. I'm trying to go fast.
Okay.
So I'm about to do my eye. So there is a tool. So for those who don't know, when you're working in creating an eye is a pain in the ass. It just is. So what I like to do in Substance when I'm making my eye, there is a visor default shader. So my geo has two pieces, the outer and then the inner of the eye. So if you see here, this is where I was able to, you see how that top part, this is what I'm going to do when I go to render. This outer part will help give the water wet look on the outer part of the eye. The inner part of the eye. In Substance, there is a tool, I have all the tools, called Ultimate Eye Generator. I love this tool. And
does that come with Substance, or did you have to, like, is that a plugin?
It is not. It is a plugin. So let's go here. I'm going to go to (3D, 2D). It's my eye. Start one. Which one am I starting? Which one is this?
Are you giving him an O face right now? What is this?
I'm sorry.
What are you doing? I just see the iris like shifting around in there.
Yep. I have to place the eye. This is this one eye. I'm gonna mask it off from the other ones. And so it's because we're gonna be running out of time. Let me make sure. I'm gonna go to a black mask, and then I'm going to do a pen. I'm going to do, I believe it's this one. It is this one. Awesome. Now the generators. Let's. Okay. So this generator has all types of cool things about it. Where are you? So these are the attributes of this generator, which allows me to control the pupil, the iris, the color, the specular. So right now, this guy is a little too big.
Whoa. What was that?
Way.
Go back to that. I want to see that. That was crazy.
Oh, not the right thing.
Crazy. By the way, while you're doing all that, Anthony says Substance still feels a bit intimidating to me, but these techniques are helpful. I appreciate the insight.
Substance Painter is great when you just like get in there and start messing with it. So I don't like all the redness that's in his eye. So we're gonna get rid of some of the veins.
Yeah, and 3D says Substance looks overwhelming, but I think it's quite simple once you start using it.
Let's do this so we can see everything a little better. Let's hide everything but this eyeball.
3D also says I kind of need to learn Substance Designer soonish. I'm starting that from ArtStation Learning.
Yeah, I messed around a little bit with Substance Designer, and then I realized I don't need it.
Well, 3D is also
like
he's asking if he says, "Am I seeing 4 UDIMs for the eyes only?"
so because I'm not doing a game, so this is the back of this here, and you actually see each eyeball has its own UDIM space. But if I was going to make this for games, it would definitely have its own. Everything would be on one UV tile.
Jamie asks, "Do you need to retopo before substance?"
You need UVs, so you could Z remesh if you want. That'll get it, do the job. Like it doesn't. You don't have to do. So I have a bug. This UV space, you see how this thing here, this UV is damaged. I have to fix that later.
I was about to say, it looks a little broken.
The vertex here is disconnected somehow, but easy fix. I'll be able to go back inside of Blender and fix that.
Okay.
If you ever have anything like weird like that, where you have to go back in and actually like fix your UV, you can fix your low, and if you go into
By the way, your camera's off, just so that you know.
Okay, that's fine. You go to edit and go to project configuration. You would select your low file again and import it in, and it will be fine. It'll adjust what it needs to adjust, something like this. Or if you have to rebake your as long as you don't change your UV tiles or anything like that, when you rebake, or if you have to rebake, it'll be fine. It won't go like completely left.
So evidently Jamie's in Scotland.
Awesome.
I want to say I actually knew that, and don't know why I was thinking that you were in Canada for a second there, because that, especially the time difference, doesn't really make all that much sense. Because you would be earlier if you were in Canada. Depends. I mean, depends on where in Canada, but it definitely wouldn't be late at night. So I don't know why I was thinking that, but thank you for that clarification. But do they like, did they change the rules? Like over here, like I said, then nobody cares. Nobody cares anymore. Gus says retopo, not actually, only UVs, but you can work with the dense meshes, or decimated ones as long as your PC can handle it. And 3D says, well, it's easier to get better UVs with lower res retopo model like the one Bradley has right now.
But the pain in the butt is when you do like a zero mesh, is like really it's not that you can't do it, just takes more work to plot where things are going to go as far as like your UV seams.
And 3D says, but yes, definitely fine to use Z remesh.
Trying to like cover so much, and I'm not gonna have this done in time. Oh well.
Not done in time, like by the end of the stream?
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay.
Duplicate this. Duplicate.
So Bradley, if I was looking for a thin and light, like with at least like a 4060 or 4070 in it laptop, what would you be? Under $2,000? What would you be considering?
I'll tell you, get a Mac.
No, because I want it to be able to play games. So no, a Mac is not. Mac's not into cards.
Honestly, dog, like if you want something affordable, Alienware is probably your place to go.
I did so the lunar white color on it is the only colorway on the M16 or X16 that they make, and I don't like white products. Like so much so, like you remember when I got my PS5, because that was before they came out with different plates. I took the sides off and spray painted it because I couldn't stand the white on the console. I don't know why so many things right now are coming out in white. Like, at least give me a black option. But yeah, like that's actually, I know it's superficial, but like,
yep. Hey, dog, you asked me something affordable, and you said that I want affordable, but I don't want that color. Where can I go from there?
Yeah,
where can I go from there?
I don't. I've been looking at the LG Gram though. The Gram.
Yeah, but here's the thing. But just know that like anything that you're trying to game on that's thin like that, it's when the moment you start gaming on it and it starts to get heat, it's gonna like fall on its face hard.
Yeah, it sure is.
Let's see what this looks like in Iray.
Sure will. MJ saying the Dell XPX series laptops are great, better than Alienware and for less money. And those have OLED 5K screens, right? 3D says also, God forbid you have looping edges, which ZRemesher does a lot. You will be left looking for where the seam ends. You start on right thighs and one loop ends up being on the left shoulder. Ben says, feel that, 3D. Just had that issue earlier today making pants. So MJ, do they make those with the XPS with high refresh screens, at least 120? I want to say no, but I could be wrong. And there's no 16-inch of those, is there? I am checking. One of the things, Bradley, I might actually test out. I might test out GeForce Now, just to kind of for most people here who don't know, I used to have another. Well, I mean, I guess it still exists, right? A YouTube channel. And one of the big things I did there was like cloud gaming and like reviewing all the different cloud gaming platforms. I want to revisit GeForce Now, at least their $20 tier, because they say that the latency is even better than the native Xbox One experience, and you get 4080s. You get access to 4080s and 120 hertz refresh rate. So at 4K. So I'm actually really curious about it. It's what I was considering doing for the Surface Pro.
Yeah, for the Surface Pro when you're at home.
Yeah. Because it uses the same library. I guess I could like if I'm at home, I could always like stream from like Steam or whatnot, but I haven't really found the latency to be all that great. And Moonlight, didn't they stopped Moonlight, didn't they?
I believe so.
Yeah, like that's not a thing, because Nvidia killed their thing, right?
Yes.
So Steam is the last of the Mohicans on that one.
They have a 15 and 17, I think.
Wow.
I don't know, dude. The Alienwares, I think the Alienwares for the money, if you can get over the white, is probably
what
the
about
best bang.
What about the Omens? Not omens. Well, actually, yes, that is
Yeah,
a question.
yeah,
The HP
that is
omens.
the HP.
And then there's the Origin, right? I was able to spec out a good Origin PC.
I have a question. When was the last time you see anyone talk about HP?
No, not HP. Nobody talks about HP.
Like Omen. Like I haven't seen.
No,
I know they make them.
Yeah, I know they make them.
I know they make them. I haven't seen them.
Yeah, and then that although that Lenovo 9i looks crazy. That looks pretty good. All right. Well, I mean, I'm still looking up my stuff over here. I forget, you don't trick or treat or anything like that, right? You don't do anything for Halloween?
I don't do anything for Halloween but exist.
Does your neighborhood blow out though? Like,
yeah. I just turn off my lights so nobody knock on my door.
Man, somebody's gonna egg you. Somebody's gonna egg you.
Just saying. You would think turning off the lights would mean like leave me alone. No, not my neighborhood.
No, they keep it moving, huh?
They just like, hey, they don't have their lights on. They gotta have candy.
Wow.
That's what I think they're thinking.
That's yeah, wow. Yeah, we I don't know, we're bringing together some folks, like some friends and my nieces and nephews and whatnot. We're all just gonna go as one big group over here. Like Halloween day, when we do trick-or-treating, there's always trick-or-treating for the adults also. So a good amount of the homes in the neighborhood have like Jello shots and stuff like that for
so Halloween's are for the adults.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's a good time over here in my neighborhood. Good time. Let's see. MJ says he believes it's optional, the high refresh screen on the XPX. And then it's 15 or 17. I'm finding, you know what? I'm actually enjoying the 16 inches because they have the same aspect ratio as my Surface Pro. Alienware. Let me look at your Alienware laptop again. You're not wrong though. Like I have been looking into it. That's an X717. Oh, that's last gen.
Yes, thank you for going in the holes. Appreciate it.
There's a joke there.
There is. I can't think of it.
Let's see. So what are you doing now, Bradley? Is it the same thing? You're just adding
same
shades
concept, right, yeah. To break up, to give a little more life. This cloth.
MJ says Halloween was at its height when our generation were kids, so of course we as adults are gonna make it fun again, bro. Like my neighborhood over here, we're that full candy bar neighborhood, and yeah,
you give out whole candy. That's
yeah. Where you're thinking you're getting the bites, no, you're getting full Snickers. Getting that full Snickers. So yeah it's a thing out here. A lot of times I'm seeing the people walking around with just going back for thirds and fourths of the Jello shots, and I'm just like, it's a Tuesday, guys, come on. Calm down. But yeah, we're the neighborhood all the other neighborhoods go to. And very specifically my street. Dude, I have neighbors, and I don't know if I've told you this before, right? Like my neighborhood is the one that does like you know those YouTube videos that have like the synced up lights to like music on things? Yeah. My neighborhood has 2 homes, one across from the other, that sync up with each other for music.
That's pretty intense.
Oh yeah.
All this for candy, huh?
All this for candy. MJ says I have to bring my horde over then. Yeah, dude, like that is that is it.
Oh yeah, if you go, Raul's gonna make sure you get like first class treatment. So
yeah, that it is our neighborhood, dude. This is the spot. But do you so does like your mother-in-law or anybody take the kids trick-or-treating, or is that just like
sit at home and we watch each other, love each other until we wake up? Like it's like, I love you too.
Ew.
Dad, are we going anywhere? No, leave me alone.
Yeah, Ben says one night, one giant electric bill. My uncle does the same for Christmas displays. Yeah, so one of my neighbors, what he does is for like stage, like he does the stage lighting and video and production and everything like that. So like it's a hobby of his anyway, So Bradley, with just a couple of minutes left in the stream, is there anything that you want to show in this video that we didn't get to?
It's more the same. I think what we're gonna do is probably do a voiceover and probably release that on our channel.
You're gonna voice over all 3 hours?
I already did.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I had a very productive, efficient week this week.
I feel that, dude. I mean, if you get me a script, I'll get Obama to do it.
Oh, that's awesome.
I mean, it'll be an AI Obama, but
it'll be,
but it'll still be Obama. Get some Snoop Dogg in there, right?
Why? What's wrong with my voice? Can't we just use my voice? Like,
I mean, we could, but
just saying,
we could get Obama. Fine, we'll get Gwyneth Paltrow. Is that better?
If she's free, if she can, if she's not busy.
Yeah. We'll get Gwyneth. Jamie says that coloring is looking so good.
Needs a lot of work, a lot of love needs to be had.
Ben says color is sick. No, but I had to. That's what one of my clients sent me a script. He's like, "Hey, can you get a voiceover for this?" And I threw it into one of those AI things and said to him, like, "I didn't know you knew Obama."
All right, let's see if I can send this over to Unreal real quick and see if I can get it quick. I don't want to. I'll just do a render it here.
I was about to say we only got 2 more minutes.
Let's do it here.
The music's about to cut out real hard, isn't it? Did it do the Obama pauses in his voice? Better question. Does a shatter voice come with optional pausing? So you, when you're dealing with those AI voice models, you add the pauses in there. And you can actually tell the tool how long you want the pause to be. Oh, look at that. Almost looks like you know what you're doing, Bradley. There it is. Yeah, because Bradley's playing the music on his PC. We knew when he started rendering that it was going to cut out. So, sorry, guys. Sorry for the cutout music. Jamie
So
says, I was thinking Shatner too.
If I had a few more seconds. About a few more seconds, I would go to that eye, the outer eye part. Bro, let me just do it. You see how it has this glow? I want to be able to see the actual eye color. So let me go back really quick and see if I could. No, the render does not have subsurface yet. I have to paint that in after, but that's just without subsurface.
Dude, I did a screenshot. I'm taking that for the thumbnail.
Yeah.
So, Bradley, what are you doing? That's right. Adding the color back into the eyeballs.
Okay. All right, because that's gonna bother the heck out of me.
That does look off.
Better. Yeah.
Here, can you zoom out a little bit? Can I get the full bust? I mean, I'm sure you're going to send me the render anyway, because I want it. Give it to me. Okay, why don't we show the good folks where we started today and where we ended?
All right, cool. It's done. All right.
There it is. All
right. This is still needs a little more work. Kind of blend in some of the colors. Probably put some highlights in. But I'm happy I was able to at least show you how I would do the eyes. But I think the eyes came out okay. Needs a little work. All of it needs a little work, but. My next step is I'm going to put the thinness over to Unreal and be able to have the hair that I made on it. But I'm going to play around with the jacket. Right now it feels a little too stiff. Give a little more cloth feeling to it. Add some subsurface. Once I add subsurface scattering to his skin, I think that's going to help break it up some too. Subsurface scattering, Raul, is the
lighting. Yeah, right?
It'll make it look more fleshy.
Mm-hmm.
The render is quick because I believe this might be running on my 3090 actually.
Yeah. Jamie says that renders so quick you must have 9 RTX cards. No, just 2 of them.
So this is where we ended. I'll send you a picture of this later on, and then where we started today. Wet lighting. Just take all the color off. We had no color. And so everyone could see. I know that So when you saw the look how dramatic things start to look like. So I have that color buildup that's on each one of these. You see how that red comes off the cheek? It's underneath it. Everything starts to build up on it.
Yeah.
And what's cool about this, like, let's say, because I built everything up, if I wanted to change that undertone, I could just go in and change it. Right?
Nice.
Not gonna do that.
Dude, I really enjoy that render. It everything came out amazing, dude.
Yep.
And I know it's not 100%, but like, dude, it looks freaking great. Like,
everything starts to stack up. Like, sometimes you don't see it while you're doing it, but everything stacks, and when it's all done, it'll add up to something.
okay. Great. I'm actually, by the way, I'm taking that render and I'm changing the thumbnail to have that render instead of what I have.
Did you take it?
Yeah, I took a screenshot. I'm legit changing it because that looked really damn good, dude. That looked really good. Jamie says, great job, Bradley. And he also says, so trust the process then.
Yep.
Absolutely. Always. A little housekeeping here before we go, guys. Thank you for sticking with us here this month without Mike. We do miss him dearly. He will be back. He will be back with us next month, as in November. And so yeah, I mean, we're really excited to have him back, but thank you guys for kind of sticking with us during this time. If you haven't already done so, go ahead and drop a like on the stream. Helps out quite a bit. Share with anybody that you think would actually enjoy the content. And if you're not subscribed, you should probably do that. If you guys need a new hoodie, since things are getting a little chilly outside.
Hey, support us for the holidays, so we can come back next year.
Go grab one of those bad boys, huh?
Yeah. It's a great time to have a hoodie.
Yeah. Go
or a hat.
Go grab one of those things. A beanie. Oh, look at that. Little dust on me. So Bradley, anything else? Any other closing things?
Nope, I had a great time. I hope to finish this out this weekend so I can move back to start finishing off my Archangel sculpt. So that process also recorded. There's a lot of character creator in that, and hopefully be able to release those videos soon too.
And guys, if you're not already a part of our Discord, that is probably where Bradley's going to drop a good amount of his progress on this, as well as I'm sure his Instagram, and both are listed in the description below. With all of that being said, thank you guys for spending your Friday night with us. We really appreciate it. Yeah, no, absolutely. I know I had a blast. So thank you guys very much for joining us, and we will catch you guys in the next one. Take it easy.
Peace.